Cheers, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Bourbonandbooze. It's Whiskey Day. Today's a Thursday, and I'm really excited to be here. Hopefully, you are too. It's a Whiskey Day? It's every day's Whiskey Day.
Exactly.
It's a great time to be here. It is Thursday, and we are headed into the weekend, and we like weekends. Cody doesn't have a weekend. He works Monday through Monday.
I'm on call.
He works
the whole time.
7 days a week, an hour and a half a day.
Sometimes it's more.
Sometimes it's two. So, all right. So I'm excited. Hopefully you are too. We have a great whiskey. We've already done a couple of these from Old Dominick, one of their series, but we've also done some like liqueurs and stuff from them. But this is Old Dominick from Huling Station from Old Dominick, which is Memphis, Tennessee, and this is a straight wheat whiskey, and this is actually one of the most desirable of them. I think the barrel strength is the most, the black label is the most sought after, but they tend to be quite interesting and very tasty, and I'm glad that I was able to pick these up before the rage hit, because now they're much more difficult to find. So, like I say, this is from Old Dominick. It is 90 proof, so 45% or 90 proof, and the cost is about $50, $45, so to speak. And it's a wheated whiskey, and you like wheated.
Yeah, we don't have, in the grand scheme of things, that many.
We have more than you think, but yeah, you're right. We don't have a lot of
in the grand
whiskey.
scheme of things.
The grand scheme.
Do you see how many bottles are in here?
So
it is grand and schemy.
We did an episode on Monday on a cognac, and I said that we don't have a lot, and you said no, probably only about 20 or 30 bottles of cognac. So when we say we don't have a lot of wheated, we're probably talking about 100, 150 bottles of wheated.
Probably way less.
Maybe.
It would surprise me if we had 100 in here, to where it's a prominent note in it, even if it is wheated.
Or when it's labeled wheated.
Exactly. It's like there's probably plenty of things wheated in here, but the Bernheims...
I think the 1792s are wheated.
Yeah, but they don't say it. That's fine. I don't really think we have that many. They just don't...
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a store select.
We have a tangent going on here. Squirrel! All right, we're glad you're here. So, like I say, this is Huling Station, and they come in a rye, a bourbon, a straight whiskey, and a barrel strength, and the Huling wheated, and they're all different colors. And I have all but one, I think, or maybe I have them all. I don't know. But these are fabulous. So,
cool bottle.
Cost-wise, it's going to be a 1 because it is over $40. The aroma, it's got some interesting kind of cherry notes to it.
Perfumey?
Yeah, perfumey. But it also, you can tell it's a wheat.
So, yep, but only a slightly.
You're getting that kind of
wheat
grainy,
smell.
oaty. Yeah, I was going to say wheat smell. Kind of that hay.
Yeah, hay, grass.
Yeah. A little bit of pepper to it as well.
A little bit. A little spicy.
Yeah.
But that's like the perfume undertones, I'm thinking.
I'm going to say this is probably a 3.5 on aroma, if not a 4.
It does have a little bit of a...
medicinal?
Bite to the nose.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit. And a little bit more than you would expect from a 90 proof. Like if this was 110, 115.
I think on those, we're just always surprised that they're not as bad as they are.
True.
This is probably more of what you would expect.
True.
From any alcohol, but we have come into some that surprise you.
Sweet on the tongue.
I would say probably a 3.5 on aroma.
Little vanilla, little honey on it. That wheat, that hay, a little bit of brown, or not brown, well, yeah, maybe some brown sugar, but a little bit of that dark fruit.
Light earthy tones.
Yeah, light earthy tones. That's that hay for me. You get the feel, at least I get the feel, that it's going to be spicy but then it's not.
It's not. Not.
I mean, when I first draw it in
maybe
and it hits that
peppery,
tongue,
but not at all like a different kind of pepper.
right.
Like when you get a pepper that's just like, why is it named pepper? It's just a different kind of spice.
When it first hits the tongue, I'm like, oh, here comes the spice, and then it never materializes. A little tiny, very subtle hints of spearmint.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's the sweetness I'm not really figuring out. It's a vanilla or honey. Could be the brown sugar.
I'm thinking it's just like fresh wheat sweetness. Like fresh.
Yeah.
Like when you get corn, it's sweet. Fresh, well, sometimes.
It is interesting. It is, like I say, all of these are
Actually,
a little
that might be
bit...
what it is. It's corn.
Corn?
Corn sweet.
Okay. They're a little bit outside of the box of what you would expect. I think Old Dominick is fabulous in what they're doing. They produce some stuff that is just kind of out of the norm, so to speak. I'd do one more. Couple drops of water. See what we can do to separate those oils and get tastes or smells much more like a bourbon now. And I'm getting some of that menthol, that alcohol on the nose.
Opens up the tannin bitterness, the oaky. A lot. Changed the flavor a lot. Took away the sweetness. Now it's more got those bitterness and undertones.
Yeah, I would definitely say this is better straight, no ice, no water. You might try a stone if you want it cooler.
We're gonna have to get those and get them available for trying that. But it takes forever with a stone to cool.
It does. And we have some cool. So that's a great option to talk about. So we have...
what we could start doing is put a third glass that's cooled from the start.
We have stones. I have these stones, but then we also have the metal still.
Yeah, they're essentially that, I think, coated in stone.
Yeah.
Or coated in metal.
And so that would be a really good thing, is to kind of go through the
are.
different variations and see which is best. I don't really
use
find much
stones
difference. Yeah. I think I have...
I just have the metal
those.
ones.
Yeah, the metal ones.
Problem is that because there's no transfer with ice, it cools it down quickly because the melted ice is still cold and then mixes with it, and so it'll chill it much faster. But it also waters it down. With the whiskey stones, it's not going to water it down, just chill it. But it takes forever because it's not interchanging already cold melted liquid.
I did buy you those silicone.
Those
ice
don't
cubes,
work.
they don't work at all.
I think I threw them away because they're also impossible to clean.
Well, and they wouldn't fit into Glencairn, I don't think. Aren't they bigger?
They're bigger.
Yeah. So these are like silicone
they're
things that you just freeze and put in.
I think they're just distilled water in a slightly stretchy package.
Yeah.
Ice cubes to put in your lunchbox, but if you put them in a glass...
They were sold for whiskey.
Well, they have little plastic flanges. That is impossible to clean without manually cleaning it. It's not just like rinse it off like with whiskey stones.
I don't know. Tell us what you think about lots of things on this episode. So we've discussed the stones. Definitely leave those comments below. What do you like better?
Squirrel.
Do you like water? Do you like ice? I preferably like the ice balls to cool my stuff down. The stones are okay, but what kind of stones you like? But more importantly, what do you think about Old Dominick and Huling Station in general?
This is actually very good.
Yeah.
Did
Tell
you
me
give
about
it a
the
final
weed.
rated?
I think, so we did
3.5 on aroma.
4 on cost, 3.5 on aroma. I think it's a 3 on flavor.
2 on cost.
Why is it a 2? It's over $40, so it'd be a 1.
1 or 2, you said 4.
Oh, sorry. 1 on cost, 3.5 on aroma, so that's a 4.5. I think flavor, it's about a 3.
I would say 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
It's actually got some great depth to it, but I would say 3.5 because none of it's overly prominent. It's just like light under there. It's nice to sip.
Okay.
And find those.
So, and then the bite, it doesn't matter what the bite's going to be. The max this can be is a 3 barrel. I'm going to say it's a 3.5 barrel.
Yeah,
I think it's
easily.
It's a really decent, out of the box weeded whiskey, running at 3.5 out of 5, which is above average. It could be a 4. We might have to go head to head with other weeded and see.
Compare it because it's been a while since we've had one.
But on its own, I would say it's a 3.5.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. This is worth a get if you can get it. And
Definitely. Especially if you want the whole set.
Well, it's a different kind of weeded. More grassy. The
straight whiskey there. I don't see the other 2 that I know we have, if not 3.
Mm-hmm.
So in our bar, everything's higgly-piggly, but everything on this side hasn't been done, and everything else has been done, aside from some odds and ends. It's crazy here. Crazy at the vault.
Your organization is just...
Oh, no, it's not a vault.
Bunker.
What did Randy Sullivan called it? A bunker.
The cellar.
The cellar. So tell us what you think. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and all of our other offerings. We're going to do a cocktail tomorrow. I don't even have a clue what we're doing, so check that out.
Neither do I.
Do we ever have a clue what kind of cocktail we're doing?
Nope.
Sometimes why we're doing it, we don't have a clue. So check that out. I don't know if it's going to be something out of our own mind or if it's something traditional. But
we'll probably end up doing something random and poisoning ourselves.
Yeah. All right, so you guys all have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey.
And this is great whiskey.
It's great whiskey.
This is very great whiskey.
This is great whiskey. It's good whiskey. It's a 3.5.
It's great whiskey.
It's great. Cheers.
I'll have another.